Alright, today we'll give you guys a detailed look at this Hot Toys Iron Man. This is Iron Man 2 Whiplash figure, and this 1/6 die cast series. Alright, and here we have the figure outside of packaging and all the accessories. It doesn't come with much. These two pieces are just the back panel I took off, which I'll show in a sec. And then he comes with a plastic chest piece. The damaged one is made out of plastic, while the clean one is made out of metal. And then he comes with a light up head and only one faceplate, so you're gonna have to reuse this faceplate for this head and for the light up head and also for the human head. And then comes with two whips with a couple of detachable lighting effects pieces where you can wrap them around these whips. And there's the figure and also the base. And that's everything with this figure. So here's a side view of Whiplash. And this is a pretty thick figure and a very detailed figure too. There's a lot of stuff going on with this figure, which I will show just a sec. And here's the base. It's quite nice. See a piece of the drone down on the floor here, and then some other bits and pieces of it down here. And then let's look at the head sculpt of Mickey Rourke. And here you can see the likeness is really good. You can definitely see Mickey Rourke in there. And yeah, I think they did a good job. I wish they didn't do it this way, because I don't think he didn't even show his head sticking inside a helmet here at all, because the whole thing collapses behind him. So they should have given him a fully sculpted head sculpt with a ponytail or something, because that's how he was in the movie, not with the face mask up. So I don't know what's going on, why they did this, but yeah, kind of disappointing about that. But still, overall, a nice face sculpt of Mickey Rourke. And let's take a look at the armor itself. There are quite a few die-cast pieces with this figure. Let's go over them. Okay, first off we have the die-cast chest piece. And then these forearm pieces, these panels are made out of die-cast pieces. And then the thigh piece, the thigh guard piece, is made out of metal. And then the thigh itself is also made out of metal. And then the calf piece, that whole contraption, it's made out of die-cast. And I think that's about it as far as die-cast pieces. So let's take a look at the chest without the inner workings of the chest without the chest plate. Quite impressive. A lot of stuff going on with this figure. It's a bit daunting. When I was trying to move this guy, I didn't know where to hold on to the figure because I don't want to break anything off of it. And here's that whip that slides into the forearm piece, and that one, it retracts a little bit through the cylinder up on top, but you gotta be really careful not to have the arm at a bending position all the time, because I believe this elastic piece will snap on you and will break it. And yeah, there's that chest area. And articulation for this figure, surprisingly quite good. There's chest movement. You can move sideways and front and back and stuff like that. And then the arms, good range motion. The elbow, not so much, because of these whip pieces back here. It's pulling on the arm, so you don't want to force that. And then the hips are quite nice, full range of ball joint, and it actually extend up and down a little bit as well. And then knees, your average knee joint, so nothing really special about that. These side pieces do open up. Here you can see the pieces are extended out, and if you have him stepping on someone, you could have it totally gripping that figure too. So just like how he did in the movie. And these two panels on top of his foot do opened up. I'm not sure exactly why, but they do, so there they are. And here's the elbow joint, and I wouldn't attempt to bend this too much, again, because of the rubber piece back here. And on the bottom here, there's a switch, and once you hit it, the light will shine through. Though too bad it doesn't go all the way through the whip itself, but you do see a light, which is kind of weird, but only if it's only cool when it actually lights up the whole whip, which this thing doesn't. And see, there's the translucent electricity effect, kind of neat. And again, there's the figure. Alright, and with the lights here, you can see the headlights, it's mainly for the eyes, and then the chest, and also you can see the collar section. There are two lights back over there, and then there are two lights back here, the booster. So this switch right here controls the chest, and yeah, I think, and then I think the chest and the neck, and then this one on the left side here controls the back portion of the lights. Actually, the first switch only controls the arc reactor light, and then the chest, and then the other switches. The other switch controls the neck and the back side. So yeah, let's take a look at the back side of this figure again. Here, you can see it's nicely done. And again, I took those two panels off because they are really hard to push back in. So for the review purposes, I'm just gonna leave them out. Leave those things out. And then here you can see some pistons here. They don't really do anything, but they do look nice on here. And then there's a waist swivel as well. And then these two panels, and you could lift them up, but you see the legs back here, and the kneecaps, I mean the calf muscles, and then the back of the feet here. And this panel actually moves to compensate for the move of the arm. There's a ball joint there, and then that panel also moves up, so it'll give way to the shoulder joint when you're trying to move the arm. And it only comes with one set of hands. These are the articulated hands, and that's all you really need for a figure like this, because he's not going to do any repulsor blasts, any poses like that, so you don't really need any other hands, because he's not going to grip anything, because he has whips that comes out as a forearm. So yeah, so one set of hands is perfectly fine for me. Let's put on the battle damage chest piece. And there it is. Not a whole lot to look at, because there's so much going on that you could barely see the chest piece anyway. So I prefer to put the regular chest piece on it, even though that one's a lot heavier because it is die-cast. And the range you get for the neck articulation is very limited because of the collar piece, how close it is to his face, and then his mask does flare out a little bit towards the bottom, so you can't really get him to look left and right too much because of that, because it will tend to hit it, and it'll move, shift the mask of this figure here. Okay, the pistons back here they do move, because you can pull the chest up a little bit and then have him move, have him rotate forward and back, And I'm not sure if you guys can see, but you can somewhat see something that's moving. You can see all four of the pistons are kind of moving because I'm using one hand, so you can't really move it that well. And if you're not counting the base, this figure stands about almost 13.75 inches in height. So he is a lot taller than your average Iron Man. I think average Iron Man's about 12 and a half at the most. But this is actually a foot taller. And here you can see the height difference between the two. Mark 42 and the Whiplash, you can see at least an inch, I meant to say an inch taller than average Iron Man figures. So yeah, there you go. And at the end of the day, I do recommend this piece highly. Just the look of him, the armor is just quite a lot to look at. It's totally amazing, and he is big and bulky, and he is die-cast, so he's gonna run you about I believe somewhere around 350 or so. So yeah, there you go. There's the Hot Toys Whiplash figure from Iron Man 2. Thanks for watching.